Everybody, I'm Claire V, and we are back with the Secret Mystery reading with all signs.
We have the Two of Clubs in reverse, and the Emperor taking a spades, and the Nine of Hearts. Oh, the Queen of Diamonds, the Jack of Diamonds. Reverse.
The Queen and the Jack are diamonds and in reverse.
And the Two of Clubs in reverse. So we have a cool little 2x3 here. One for later. Now and later. Alright, and here is our mystery card for the end.
And now for our weekly Lenormand reading. All signs from Aries to Pisces. All signs beginning with Aries.
Aries. Okay, Aries. 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 We have the World, the Ace of Diamonds, with the Six of Forces, the Waterfall. So I hear the world flow. The world flow. Let's talk about these cards and then we'll put them together. So the world is the last of the major arcana. Now, the world is all about cycles, and it's been all about a collective message recently with the world and this, but let's keep it going. We're digressing. Like I said, the world is the last of the major arcana, so not only is this cycles, but this is endings, and not only is it endings, but it's new beginnings. So this is where the endings and the new beginnings start with you, and it starts with releasing this action. You think of Waterfall. I went to Niagara Falls, and they said that there were
75,750
gallons a second being poured, and not only
from Niagara Falls
is it constant and never ending, but this talk about force. The Niagara Falls produced electricity for that whole area. It produces all that electricity. That water, this, kinetic energy. This is force. So this is taking this force and putting it into these cycles, these endings, these beginnings. We're going to see if it says anything cool about the Six of Forces, because this is very powerful. This is talking about force, like going in it. Full force, you know. This is also releasing, like in order to forgive, and this we have to release. This is emotion. You think of water as these feelings, these emotions, these thoughts. We're releasing them, and we're releasing them at great force. Like I said about the buckets a second, or how many gallons a second. That's what we want to be doing right now. We want to be releasing any negative thought or anything that will mess up our thought process for bettering the future. We want to let that go. So the element of water is fluid, like the waterfall. Your personal energy never stops. Life force is never ending. It springs from your eternal past and roars into your limitless future, extending into the furthest reaches of the universe. It is a time of deep thought and even deeper emotions, as well as expansion of psychic energy. And now's the time that it was full moon last night. It usually lasts for about 3 days, and you feel these energies up to 10 days before and after, especially if they're extra forceful. So use this time to act on these and tap into your power that is
ever flowing.
So yeah, that's what we have to do, Aries. We have to look at this from a very positive aspect. Let's see what the world has to say. It says, completion. One deserves a bouquet when a demanding endeavor has come full circle to success. That reminds me, even though it may be like a difficult situation or a difficult something that we're going through, whatever the case may be, once we reach that top, once we get to the top, we get to feel that sense of like, I did this. I came out on top. I did this. I came out on top. I did this. Moving along to Taurus. Let's say with these six, we have the Lovers and the Six of Keys, the crescent moon. So we have the six, a lot of sixes here. Aries had a six, so maybe they have a message for you. And you have double sixes. You have sixes, and then we have the force right here, so it's like 666. So 666 is the number of the beast. Okay, it all comes down to sacred geometry and numbers, and it's a big thing. But it even says it in the Bible. Okay, so we have the six of hearts and the six of keys. And if you see here, we have lovers coming together. It's like you're getting back together with somebody from the past. You have the lovers, which could be about choices. It's about love. You see this man and this woman, they're kissing. And then you see this man is alone and he's hard at work. And this is behind him. It's like we're taking this, what we've learned from a relationship or from a choice that we made, and we are manifesting it. We're building it. It's almost how creation itself, how they say that we were created. First, there was the wisdom, there was the thought, then there was the word, which was putting this thought into the universe with the word. It also pretends a time of great achievement. It's like putting it out there. And once we put this out there, you're creating it. Just by the thought, it's putting it into creation. You're molding this. You have to be really detailed. When you say, I want this, or you're trying to manifest something, be very specific with the details of this wish or of this want or whatever you're trying to create, this creation. You want to have very specific details. You know, and you want to not stop at it. He's diligently working. He's hard at work. And this could be something that you've been working on for the last 6 months, 6 years even. What happens at it in crescent moon? That's the waxing of this is when we're gaining things. This is when the moon is going from new to full. Every day is a little more, is a little more, is a little more. This is when we gain. After the full moon, we let go. We can use the energies of the moon to help us with these energies that we're working on in our everyday lives. If we're working in a situation, we're trying to let something go, we want to use the energies of the moon and let it go on that crescent moon and gain when it's waxing, when it's waning or losing. Perhaps there's a choice you have to make that you have to be very detailed and work hard for. Okay. Gemini receives 7-8. So this is challenges, Gemini. 7 of clubs, challenges. Developing a green thumb requires vigilance. Keep watering your garden. So yeah, this reminds me of that saying, the grass is greener where you water it, where you tend it. So possibly you might be thinking the grass is greener on the other side, but it's really not. Maybe you're giving that other side more attention, more sun. So with this major Archangel Raphael, let's read. Number 8. The Archangel Raphael walks down a path and approaches you, sharing his healing and uplifting light. He is a profoundly loving spirit who has an important role in bringing the Akashic power to you. This beautiful being carries the energies of love, family, miracles, healing, and blessed journeys. He can share all these intentions and experiences with you and much more in your personal life. And Raphael is opening the door. Blessings around with this card right now. There may be a renewal of a lost dream, a reuniting of a family member, or a healing, perhaps a physical condition or of a broken heart. Even if these conditions have been hanging on for a while, now is the time when you can really break through. Let Raphael be your partner in this process, and you'll soon see why they call him the miracle worker. Miracles are common, Gemini. So yes, you may have a challenge here, but you have a helper, and most likely this helper is a human. So that's awesome. You're being responsible for your actions or the role you played in this relationship or in this situation. And although you are having challenges with it, you do have a helper to help you through this. So that's awesome news, Gemini. That's what's going on for you this week. Moving along to Cancer. Cancer, 6 of Diamonds, and the 4, another 6. And we have lovers together. Now, we have 2 of Clubs here, the Emperor and the 9 of Hearts. So we go from this relationship to being alone and taking, power in that. And then here, this is what Gemini was taught, like what this whole thing is. It's reuniting. Perhaps this is a new love since it is with the Birth card. Perhaps this is an old situation, a previous situation, something that is old. This is a new relationship, Cancer. This birth signifies something new. This is the beginning, where it all starts. Sour Patch Kids are the best, and they're even shaped like little grapes. So sweet. So we're gonna love the 6 of Diamonds. So this is sharing. Generosity goes both ways. Some give and take promotes harmony in any good relationship. So you're now seeing, this is even. And we are now looking at this new relationship, this birth and new relationship with a different perspective, in a new way. Perhaps we're looking at this old relationship in a new way. Like I always say, these are your cards, so use your intuition when deciphering these messages. So with this, we see a healthy balance of give and take here. And this is something new. We have the Birth here with the 4. With this card, it's time for a new start. Perhaps an actual birth or at least a metaphorical one. This card is associated with fertility, sensuality, and motherhood. There may be new energy in romance, the family, or a home. You could be giving birth to a creative project too. Whatever it is, celebrate. Prepare for the wonderful growth and opportunities that are about to come. A new give and take relationship, new balance. All right, on to Leo. Ooh, the Ace of Clubs. It's your card, Leo. And the 8 of Keys. We have the 8 and the 8 of Strength. The Strength card is the 8 in the Tarot, and we have the 8 of Keys. This Strength is like the lack of courage, and the 8 of Keys is the Master Artisan. This is all flowing together. Oh, this is Zodiac signs previous. The collective message, it's all saying the same thing. But for you, it's a little different. This is like a lack of courage, or perhaps we're being accident prone at this time. Make sure there's nothing on the floor that you could like trip over, like make it more feasible so that way you will not, make it safe. Make sure it's safe. Make sure everything's safe where you're at. Perhaps the cat is out of the bag. Maybe there's a secret that is now no longer a secret, or something was hidden before that is no longer hidden. But when we put this strength and this 8 of keys, which is like the 8 of coins, or the 8 of pentacles, you see these people they're definitely working together. And it's like beads or something, making beads and making a bracelet. You're making something, but you're working with somebody to make it. But it takes work. This is like over a long period of time, or over like 8 months, 8 years. Perhaps in order to have courage in this situation, you have to work with somebody else. Maybe somebody older, more experienced, has more knowledge about the situation, about being responsible, about this forgiveness, about being on your own something. They'll show you. You'll physically see it. All right, Leo. Thank you. On to Virgo. Virgo. Ooh, pretty lady, Jack of Hearts.
With number 7, Fated Meeting in
Reminds
Reverse.
me of that one reading, Lucky Lady, Not So Lucky, or Lucky Lady, Not So Lady. So we have this woman, and perhaps a woman is going to give you a message about, or tell you something about a past life, or a situation that wasn't supposed to happen, or something like that. Like a fated meeting, like that's destiny. Okay, so when it's in reverse, it's not so much fate. I'll just read it. So you see the clock tower, it's pointing at 12. So perhaps like time has something to do with this. Alright, so with this card reversed, there's a person in your life with whom you had plans to work on your karma together to undo past life patterns and create greater love and support. Unfortunately, this card reversed shows that one or both of you have fallen into old habits or some sort of denial. You must see the relationship for exactly what it is. Not let the undercurrent of past life feelings drive you. You have come together for a purpose, but one of you isn't truly woken up with an eye to the future and a commitment to grow. So your inner voice tells you that this progress and even happiness with this person elude you. It may be time to look beyond this relationship. There are many other new and past life partners who can find a place on your karmic dance card. We want to be privy to this. We want to be keen. We have to be keen at this time to see. And even though it may seem, like I said, how, it's meant to happen, and just like you found this person, you'll find another person and share the same, if not more. So perhaps that's what this is talking about. The collective message is talking about you having this responsibility to see this relationship for what it is. Perhaps ask for forgiveness, and we want to take on this energy of being alone and having pride and loving it. Not only loving being alone, but loving you. This is taking you out for a date. Love yourself like you love this person, you know? And this is telling me that something's gonna happen this week where you're gonna finally see, you're gonna see this for what it is, and have to move on. Alright, on to Libra. Libra. Ooh. Another 6. How many 6s can there be? So we have 5, 6. Down in order, we have the 5 of clubs, which is the devil in reverse, and the 6 of scrolls. So the truth is now out. And the 6 of scrolls is the sands of time. So after the sands of time, the lies are now out. This secret, this something is now out. This devil these lies become truth. The lies become truth. We are breaking free. This is breaking free, and perhaps it did take some time, or now's the time. You see that hourglass? Focus right in on that hourglass, and there's no more sand left in it. So it's the sands of time, and time is now, I guess now's the time for you to be honest about this situation, for you to be truthful, and to break the chains of this undercurrent energy. You definitely want to take this Emperor and this Nine of Hearts and really put them together and take this professional or personal. You want to take this power. You want to stand in your power here with this truth, Libra, because now's the time. We have all these papers, so perhaps we're writing something. If we're not writing something, we should be. You should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 done, and you should be working on your 7th one right now. And that should help you. So perhaps these 6 things or 7 things are ideas or truths about the situation that'll help you with this forgiveness. Thank you, Libra. On to Scorpio. Scorpio, we received the 3 of Diamonds and add some in reverse. So the 3 of Diamonds is like the 3 of Pentacles. You see, we have this chair and this bench and this table, and all of these pieces make up one section of the living room. So perhaps it's like one person brings the chair, one person brings the table, one person brings the food, and now we have a party. Now we're all together. This add some, this is a major. Add some is like home. Like you want to say add some, it's home. And there's an angel here. I see an older man and an older woman. An older woman, definitely like a grandmother. When you read or when you're in silence, you feel them touching your shoulder. Or if you do feel something touching your shoulder, that's this older lady or this lady that passed away. Perhaps this is a man, and they're telling you that they're with you, especially when you're reading, when you're in silence. See that angel? So when I first seen this, I thought of Goldilocks and the 3 bears with the chair. You know, this is too big, this is too little, but one is just right. You know, you see this one is too big and that one's too little, but this one is just right. So perhaps when we combine these two with the above message, perhaps we have to take responsibility in picking out which one is what, or distinguishing these energies between what's touching you, what's not. Something like that is weird, but the combination of this, it does flow. But it is like a weird, I do have even a weird feeling. So add some reverse shows you that you may feel you lost sight of your purpose and contact with your friends, your higher self, or your spirits that attend you. Maybe you're too emotional or stressed or just too busy. If you're too emotional, stressed, or just too busy, you're supposed to say add some and remind yourself that you're here for a reason. All of this happened for a reason. And no matter why you feel disconnected, this is when you need your life helpers and spirit guides the most. They have not deserted you, so don't desert yourself. Open the door and renew your commitment. Meet them in your life and your meditations. When you do, you'll find the help, love, and joy that attend to you right now. During this phase, it's important to take some action toward your purpose each day. even little step will take you to your destination. So even if it's just one little thing, Scorpio, we want to take a step into the direction where we want to be, and that will bring us. All right. So yeah, we want to find the one that's just right, Scorpio. And perhaps the spirit will help us. All right, on to Sagittarius. We have the Joker in reverse, and will, wisdom, and mind. Number 20, the Major. This reminds me of like a Ferrari symbol. For some reason I've seen Ferrari. I know it's not, but it looked like. This is all 4 sections, will, wisdom, and mind. This is a trinity. This is combining the trinity of 3 things to make a new thing. With the Joker in reverse, this could be a person. Will, wisdom, and mind. Let's read that. It's 20. This is a major too, so alright. A gold crown and power of authority rests above a Celtic trinity knot. On either side of the Celtic knot are alchemical symbols for fire and water. Below is the ancient 3-legged symbol of the coat of arms from the Isles of Man. This card brings with it a time of enormous power, balance, and expression. Wow, Sag. The first 3 rays, or the energies of the divine, move within you equally. Power and will, love and wisdom, and intellect or mind. You are working intimately, even if you're not conscious of it, with the ascended masters who are linked to these energies. With the participation of the masters, you can raise your focus to a higher power or purpose. You can combine the fire of creativity with the water of receptivity in order to make your contribution to the world. With the gold crown raised high, you're likely to find yourself in a significant position of authority and influence at this time. It's likely to be a phase of great activity, but you can handle it. With these powers in play, you're able to discipline yourself to bring together the meditation, creativity, rest, and action required. Take advantage of this time and use these powers well. They are nothing less than divine forces moving through you so you can manifest their power in the world. So yeah, I guess this Joker brings this power to this situation, and you are definitely taking upon this Emperor energy and looking at this with the will. Like, you see the wisdom in it, and that gives you the will, like the ghana to go get it. Joker is the Fool. One must sometimes leave the confines of the house and enjoy a walk around the grounds. Perhaps, since this is in reverse, you have to go home or stay home. This is the Fool, so maybe there's delays in this power, or perhaps this is a cycle replaying itself, or you're being foolish about this. But perhaps you being foolish and not wanting these new beginnings or these delays are helping you. That's what's giving you this will to get through this separation and to defeat this with this Emperor energy with power. All right, Sagittarius, on to Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, we received the 8 of Hearts, the Moon. Wow. It says we all have our best guides within us, if only we would listen. So all of a few other ones have talked about this too. And this is the Garden, the 5 of Roses in reverse. And you see she's looking at this with the magnifying glass. Perhaps we need a wake-up call. So this moon, the moon Capricorn is very emotional. It's very intuitive. So to deal with this situation with this Emperor and this separation, we must deal with this using our intuition. And with the 5 of Roses in reverse, and this is you're finally letting go of this. You're finally happy emotions about this. Fives are complications, but when it's in reverse, it's like a victory. I'm almost positive we're gonna look at this. The reversal may reveal that one or more of your children or other significant children in your life are having some difficulties. The situation isn't easy, and those involved may be playing the blame game. This may take some time to work out. Others in the family or professional help may bring some benefit, but it may be slow going. Try to support your children without interfering too much. Be patient and compassionate. There are easier times to come for your children and for you with your children. Let things unfold as they will. So perhaps this has to do with our children. And looking at this situation with a magnifying glass and remembering when it comes to this situation with our children or our child in our life that is having some difficulties, remember what this moon says. We all have our best guides within us if only we would listen. So we want to take our time now to listen to our guides as they will guide you through this time. And remember that we want to be the emperor. Consistency is the key when it comes to the kids, and your best guidance is within you. The family might help too, but nobody is going to help unless you ask. So don't forget to ask for help. Capricorn. Okay, Aquarius. Ooh, Aquarius. We got the Death, 4 spades upright, and the Akashic Library in reverse. So, okay. So this death, perhaps somebody is sick, or you need to care for somebody, or I see tucking somebody in. This is like, waiting on somebody, or perhaps you're the one being waited on. The death isn't a physical death. This is a death of something, a situation, and following the death is a rebirth. So this is new beginnings. The Tower is new beginnings like this. It comes sudden and quick. This death is like slow changes. So this is like something slowly changing that has to do with this energy here, because we have this 2 in reverse. Now this is a major, and it's also reverse, which 2s are balanced. So we have this imbalance, this lack of knowledge, or this imbalance with this Akashic Library. What you've done before, what you went through before, something of that sort, Aquarius. Now when it comes to this transition, we want to be like the emperor, and we want to be disciplined. If we set boundaries or if we set rules, we want to stick by them, and we want to not be afraid to be alone at this time. We want to get your nails done, get a massage. Treat yourself at this time. You're lacking the knowledge right now. Perhaps we do need to read or seek advice from somebody who's experienced in this situation. Now, when it comes to this transition, we want to be like the emperor, and we want to be disciplined. If we set boundaries or if we set rules, we want to stick by them, and we want to not be afraid to be alone at this time. We want to get your nails done, get a massage. Treat yourself at this time, and you want to have compassion as well when it comes to these changes, these new beginnings. Aquarius. All right, Pisces, last but not least is, oh yeah. Okay, so we have the 3 of clubs and number 14, initiation, and the Count Saint Germain. So I see a band. You have these 4 people walking towards this conductor, and then we have all these instruments. There's 3 different people, 3 groups, 3 situations. Each have their own tune or their own sound that together create something so unique so beautiful. It is like a band almost. It reminds me of I went to my niece's step concert and they were all in rhythm. Now, in order for this instrument, and this instrument to all be in tune, they practice night and day. Is consistency and practice that help them be in sync and with precision. They were on the mark, And this is what this reminds me of, is like some kind of collaboration, some kind of band are coming together, and it's almost divine. You see the light coming off of this man, like this is almost like a divine. It's combined divine. It's divine. It's a divine. It's combined divinely. The divine combined. So yeah, when it comes to this energy, we definitely want to be consistent, and practice makes perfect, Pisces. That's what I hear. So yeah, when it comes to this breaking up, this relationship, this whatever this is, this imbalance with this two of clubs up here and the Emperor, this is telling us to be consistent, and no, practice makes perfect. But yes, you have to be consistent, do it every day. Once we practice and we make it perfect, there's like a treasure, there's a gift, there's something hidden that once we finally complete this, X marks the spot and we're right there. So keep on digging, because the treasure is there. Okay, let's turn it over.
Our special card for today to put this all together. The light of the world. Upright. And the book reads, though your life might be busy, the opportunity now presents itself for you to move into a higher awareness. It's a great time to open your higher self and all its wisdom and powers. It is your soul, your eternal being who approaches, but it's up to you and only you to open the door. You do that by taking real and regular action in knowing and feeling the wise and radiant being you are forever. Through meditation and study, you can own that enormous love, power, and vision. You can make every day sacred by going within. Once you do, you will know a radiant and greater power in every step, and with every word, you will be able to bring magnificent force to your world, changing your life forever. So maybe that being or person knocking at the door is your higher self, like trying to wake up the inner powers and this inner eternal being that you forever are. So yeah, be still so you can hear the knock. So you're able to open the door. And yes, thank you so much. It was a very awesome reading, and I appreciate you, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be me. Thank you. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe.